from the home of the 49ers, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Santa Clara. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That is a big gainer for the Rams. 36 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now it's Williams. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And He'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They'll motion over Samuel. Back to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. And the Rams will take over at their own 15.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense. You're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Drive begins with a run by Williams. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Drive will start on the ground. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. The reception for Rondale Moore. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
20-yard pickup there. Good for a Rams first down. Trying the left side. Here goes Williams. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Here's 2nd and 6. It's another run here for Williams. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on. This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And it'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And he'll get about 5. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Third down and 9. Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And now it's fourth down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And the lead holds steady at 4. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Third and a yard. A give, and here comes Williams. And he's going to have the first down. They'll mark him at the 29, but it's a new set of downs. First down picked up. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, L.A. That his first touchdown of the new year. And this one is blocked. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. to throw here to begin the drive. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big-time play for the Niners. 39 yards. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal, and at the very least got to come away with some points.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Williams. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Now, faking the give. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. A big play off a short pass. The catch and run, a total of 30 yards. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. In trouble. Down he goes. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
He'll tuck it and take off. On the give, it's Williams. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. They'll go again with Williams. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. And this one is blocked. Big opening up the middle. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. Greg, those are the momentum swings that get you. One team is looking to add 3. Instead, the other team adds 6. Thanks to the ability to block the kick.
Yeah, and in this case, Mike, the players are constantly reminded by the coaches, you never know. Just keep rushing, keep rushing. You could rush 100 times, but if you do it full speed, the 101st you stick your hand up, that's the one where it connects with the ball. In this case, that's exactly what happens. Scoop, score, change the game.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. The gun. Here's a run up the gut. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
They'll stay on the ground. And they'll take this down inside the 35. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural runs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll send their tight end left. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. It is 3rd and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first.
And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
A give left side. Here's Williams. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Here's a run. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is a 1st National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I could promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. With it on the left side. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. He's brought down by Kobe Turner. Second down and 8. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll motion over Samuel. shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, 4th down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend the strike.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Here's 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground.
Number 33, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Here's a designed run. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on 4th down.
You know, Mike, anytime you have a mobile quarterback and it's 4th down, your philosophy on defense has to be take him away first. And that's exactly what this defense did here, being able to contain the quarterback, keep him short of that 1st down marker, and get off the field on 4th down.
The drive begins with a run by Williams. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The motion man is Nakua. It's another run here for Williams. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Back to throw. That one on target to Moore. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best 1st down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Williams. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. On the ground, Williams. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
The faithful roaring here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Williams, 1st down, and he's not done. They continue to roll, continue to move the chains. That was a gain of 15.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Now he takes off. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. Here we go, first and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Ball at the 3, second down and goal. One more time for Williams. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. From a little further back, here's second and goal. They'll look to throw.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
This crowd doing everything they can before third and goal. He'll look to throw. That's hauled in at the 2.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this 4th down. They need their best play.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. What a huge play. 4th and goal. The motion man here is Mitchell. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
What a stand there. 4th and goal, game on the line. It looks like this offense is putting together a game-winning drive, and the defense comes out with the stop of the day.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win for the 49ers. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.